Alright, now there's panic at the disco, and rightfully so, because these markets are looking like a waterfall of red. So here are some of the primary questions I'm going to be answering in today's XRP analysis. Number one, and I'm sure everyone's thinking about this, are we heading into a bear market? Okay, the second question is, well, if we are, how low can XRP go? How low can XRP go regardless if we're heading into a bear market or not? And number three, and I'm sure a lot of people are thinking about this right now, is, well, there was no altcoin season this time. So do we expect no altcoin season whatsoever? Because the disappointment across the board is palpable right now. But if you guys were in our Discord chat, you would have actually seen this pullback coming, because if there's one person that's actually been talking about this expected pullback, it was Sean. He posted his thesis on the Discord chat. He spoke about his thesis on the Mango Seed Mastermind calls that happens every Thursday. Now, this is not to put him up on a pedestal, even though, yeah, he deserves it. He's been freaking on point through much of the cycle. But this is more so to give you guys a tip. Guys, sometimes you're just not going to have the time to dedicate to the markets, and that's completely fine, where you want to invest, but you do not have the time to, well, always stay fixated on the markets. But if that's ever the case, find someone who is in tune with the markets, because that would be far more insightful as well as actionable than the few hours that you can give to the markets. Now, the markets in the past 24 hours went through crazy liquidations. Around 102,000 traders were liquidated, with total liquidations coming up to around $232 million, out of which Ethereum actually led the pack. That's right, the Ethereum longs got wrecked this time around, because I'm sure a lot of them actually jumped in on the top. Ethereum interest built up tremendously with its most recent rallies. Now, while XRP did suffer liquidations, it was not as much considering the interest around XRP and the market participants on XRP. Now, this is a very important point in understanding how far low can XRP actually go. Because you need to understand this, when a bunch of buyers, XRP buyers, get liquidated, okay, they're actually forced to sell their XRP bags. Now consider this, if a lot of people are forced to sell their XRP bags, what happens? Well, that adds more selling pressure, which then goes and hits more stops. And more people getting liquidated has more selling pressure right after that, which hits more stops. And that's how we see price action fall off a cliff on liquidation events. This tells us that the XRP traders weren't as levered as the Ethereum and the Bitcoin traders. And that's great news, guys, because this is more likely going to see a gradual turn in price action, or even a consolidation instead of a capitulation. My reasons? Well, because I don't think we're actually heading into a bear market. We do not have the bear market trigger just yet. I gave you guys this entire bid zone from $2.90 going down to $2.60 in my previous XRP update. Now, this is the weekly dynamic support. The weekly dynamic support, guys, is going to help us understand when are we officially getting into bear market territory. If we get a break underneath that dynamic support, which comes in at around $2.60, I know that, hey, okay, we're likely heading into bear market territory, but I'm not going to jump the gun on that. Now, with every new weekly candle, we have a brand new dynamic print, okay? But now, no, you do not need the indicator, because I'll be coming out here every time I do an XRP video and giving you guys the levels. But right now, the bottom of that dynamic zone comes in at around $2.59. There's a high probability that we get a tap onto that zone, owing to the dashboard trends and volatility profile that I'm seeing on XRP. Right now, we're seeing shorts across the board, but very, very healthy volatility readings, telling me that the bears can actually tap the bottom of that zone right there. So this could actually be a better bid opportunity than a sell opportunity. Now, for those of you actively trading these markets, right now there's money at the corner of the room. The BitUnix bonus is back, wherein if you deposit $2,000, they're literally giving you $400 for free to trade with. It's gonna buffer against any loss you take, because if prices move against you, well, guess what? You're no longer losing your money first. You're first gonna be losing the house's money. But on the flip side, if prices rally, you get to benefit from that $400, because now suddenly you're making a profit off of that $400. Now, this campaign will not last for a long time, okay? So take advantage of it for as long as it's active. You can only get it if you use the link in the description below. Now, as far as alt season is concerned, can we still get an alt season? My answer to that is yes, we can. For as long as the bull run stays intact, okay, contingent on that, I believe XRP can still get a pick-me-up here and continue the bull run. I've been telling you guys about this total 2 chart that has historically always tipped us off on the next altcoin season. What we were looking for was for this monthly to open above the previous all-time high. And have we opened above the previous all-time high? Well, this is what it's looking like right now relative to that region of resistance. We just about got the breakout, right? Because if this right here is the actual altcoin signal, these massive dips that we're seeing across the board could prove to be tremendous opportunity. So tell me what you guys think about this in the comments section. Would you consider this a breakout of total 2? Now, of course, we're going to be following the XRP trade on the Discord chat, but hey, if you liked this video, hit the likes, hit the sub if you want to keep up with the bid opportunities. With this, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao, you guys.